I've learned with my work that the installation itself, the idea of installation, is just as much an element in the work as a singular object. That the idea of installation for me incorporates separate sculptural entities within a space. Each of those entities might be a complete idea in itself, but for me, usually it's not. It's like a word in a sentence. And my hope is that the viewer fully immerses him or herself into that space, moving from one object to another, picking up the thread of a sentence or an idea and developing the content of the piece through time. The cups that were on the floor, there were a couple of instances where people accidentally stepped on it because they weren't watching where they were going, and they were doing something else and they didn't know it was there, and they walked into the piece and crushing the cups. And I just laughed when it happened, because that's how the piece developed. It was all about the animal traveling over those objects and crushing them, and it's a way of interacting with an object that is not in its original intention. And so I thought that the viewers in the gallery that accidentally interacted with the objects were doing exactly what I was doing in my studio with my animals. I was told that I could do a workshop in anything I wanted to do, and I wanted to know what would be useful to the participants, and I asked if they would be interested in a mold making workshop, and the answer was an enthusiastic yes, that they hadn't had that before. And then immediately I thought, oh, why did I say that? How can I teach mold making in 3 days? But then I thought, it's just like teaching at school, and it'll be fine, but it depends a lot on the participants' work ethic and how much they put into it. To make molds in completed molds in 2 days and dry them out and then cast them too in the third day. If I told anybody I was doing that, they would tell me I was nuts and it would never happen. But the participants were way above and beyond the level of skill that I expected, and also in terms of their information and their hunger for that kind of information. And they asked amazing questions. I would demonstrate something once quickly, and they would get it immediately. There were no big mistakes, so it just went perfectly for the entire 3 days. I think that learning through your hands is a better way than just listening and taking notes, especially in the art making process, that to do it along with me, they get more out of it, and also they are making things that are in accordance to their own interests.